On the news tonight, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo tasked ECOWAS members country to maximize potentials of African Free Trade Continent Agreement. Ogun State Governor promises to deliver Ogun State Polytechnic in record time. International Labour Organization step up action to eradicate child labour in Nigeria. Hello, good evening, and thanks for joining us in Channel 12 News tonight. My name is Idaris Adedogun. The position of the ECOWAS heads of state and government in resolving to establish a trade promotion organization network is to build a more robust and broader economic space for trade and investment for the people of the West Africa sub-region. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo at a gala organized by the network at the end of its inaugural meeting in Abuja tasked members to work towards enabling the sub-region to benefit maximally from the African Free Trade Continent Agreement. State House correspondent Jide Onifade tells us more.
This is what characterized the gala night, with dances that have the tone of unity and oneness among Africans. Live music from a young Nigerian named Dike, who captivated the entire audience, and the promotion of rich African foods. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says the establishment of the ECOWAS Trade Promotion Organization Network is a very far-sighted and exciting initiative. Congratulating the executives led by Segun Awolowo, CEO of Nigerian Export Promotion Council, and the Vice President Guy Mbeng, who is also the Chief Executive Officer of the Cote d'Ivoire Export Promotion Council, for the successful hosting of the network inaugural meeting, with the belief that all matters expected to be addressed were attended to.
I think the first thing is that the network must drive inclusive trade, good inclusive trade initiatives in the sub-region. Secondly, I think the network must expand intra-regional trade in the ECOWAS region. Now that is currently at about 10% of the region's trade with the rest of the world. It means that our trade within West Africa, the West African countries, is so small that we really should be embarrassed by it. So I think that this is one great opportunity for us to improve that. The third is that we must present a trustworthy platform for cross-learning and the sharing of knowledge and information assets between and amongst each other.
Vice President Osinbajo says the daunting tasks are achievable with the wealth of individual and collective experience that would come to bear, as well as the confidence the ECOWAS leaders have in them to bring growth and increase the wealth of the people of the sub-region and Africa in general. This confidence is echoed by the representative of the President of ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Cassé-Brau.
We should be mindful that our strength is in our unity. As such, the ECOWAS Commission reiterates its commitment to regional integration, which still remains the hallmark of the vision of our founding fathers. Through this TPA network, we work assiduously towards facilitating the ease of trade, particularly for our MSMEs within the ECOWAS region and Africa at large.
Others who spoke include Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Otumba Niyi Adebayo, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyama. In Abuja, Jide Onifade, NTA.
It will no longer be business as usual for broadcast organizations that allow their platform to be used for incitement or any that negates national unity. The Director General of the Commission, Balarabe Shehu, said this when he met with selected media chief executives in Abuja. Adebola Brookston Sunday report.
Fake news, hate speech, and other negative messages ride on the wings of the media to reach their target audience to achieve their aims towards stemming the ties that threatens the nation's unity. The National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, is engaging media chief executives.
Because we have a red line, and that red line is national unity. Whatever crosses that boundary, then it's not acceptable. It's not going to be accepted by the Commission.
For the sake of emphasis, the broadcast code was again expanded.
And to tolerate any station that allows others to use it as a platform for creating disharmony or allowing people to make inciting statements against others, because it's capable of creating a lot of crisis in Nigeria. And any station that violates the code of NBC will definitely be penalized.
The NBC DG used the medium to thank President Buhari for the opportunity given to him to serve his fatherland. NBC is the body that regulates broadcast organizations in Nigeria. Adebola Brooklyn Sunday, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Ogun State Governor, Dapo Abiodun, says the establishment of the proposed Ogun State Polytechnic located at Ipokia will be delivered by his administration, while more infrastructural projects for socio-economic development of Ipokia land would also be initiated. Governor Abiodun stated this at Ipokia in the continuation of the APC local government campaign exercise ahead of the forthcoming local government election in the state. Yemi Dalemo reports that the campaign team was also in Yewa South local government area, where the governor drummed support for the party's candidates in the coming elections.
Point of call by Governor Dapo Abiodun and his campaign team at Ipokia was the site of the proposed Ogun State Polytechnic, where he inspected the level of work done on the project and commended the initiative by his predecessor, who not only conceived the idea but also commenced construction work on the proposed institution. Thereafter, the governor, who was warmly received by the party members and supporters at the venue of the local government election campaign in Ipokia, says his administration will deliver the proposed Ogun State Polytechnic to strengthen the number of institutions in the state for quality education. He also promised to initiate more infrastructural projects in Ipokia and other parts of the state for socio-economic growth.
The idea behind this institution is a good one. I'm here for myself, and I have seen. When I go back to Abeokuta and make my decisions, government is a continuum. And this I must pledge that every commonwealth of ours that has been invested in any project, as long as that project is of socio-economic importance to our people, we will ensure that that project is continued.
Party faithful, who include community leaders, in their reactions commended the governor on his numerous ongoing infrastructural development projects in the area, also appealed to him to address the lingering insecurity and harassment the residents are experiencing in the hands of security operatives at the border town, among others.
We're glad to have him. Good things for Ipokia: development, school, jobs, security, name it, all that.
In this local government, the people are interested in the development program that the governor has been carrying out, and by the grace of God, they are expecting for more.
The campaign train also moved to Yewa South local government, Ilaro, where Governor Dapo Abiodun promised to complete the Ilaro-Owode Road project before the end of year 2021. He also informed the gathering about the approval by the federal government to release funds for the construction of Shagamu Interchange, Pokwalanto Ilaro Road, to ease the suffering being faced by the road users. High point of the campaign was the presentation of APC party's flag to the chairmanship and councillorship candidates of the party, with a call on party faithful to vote en masse for APC during the local government elections in the state. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
Thank you, Yemi, for that report. And in the meantime, the International Labour Organization is accelerating actions towards eradicating child labor in Nigeria by organizing a step-down training workshop for the media practitioners and the staff of the National Orientation Agency in Minna, the Niger State capital. Mukhtar Abubakar reports that a 4-day training was organized in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment
of Nigeria, alongside other countries under the United Nations in 2019, declared 2021 as a year of child labor eradication. In the fight, the International Labour Organization, through the Acceleration Africa project, brought stakeholders on board to brainstorm on how to eliminate this menace in Nigeria, One of such actions was the step-down training for media practitioners and the staff of the National Orientation Agency in Mina, the Niger State capital, where participants were drilled by experts on the thematic issues and legal framework in child labor.
My emphasis is community ownership. Then they have the psyche that the issue of elimination of child labor is their work. The problem we are having today, security-wise, is the neglect of yesterday.
Issues bordering on the role of the media in eradicating child labor, investigative and writing human angle stories to portray the growing ugly trend were also highlighted.
I promise to also go back to dig more and to see how I can contribute my own quota towards eradicating child labor.
With the help of this workshop, I can now go out there and make use of the right information being disposed by the organizers.
I've been able to distinguish between child labor and child work.
I will look forward to more successful stories. The poor community in Nigeria see that child labor is causing more harm than good.
The participants are expected to step down the information and experience acquired to the grassroots with a view to changing people's mindsets positively towards total eradication of child labor. In Mina, Mukhtar Abubakar, NTA News.
And on crime related, the Ogun State Command in the wee hours of Friday, the 16th July 2021, shot dead an armed robber suspect along Shagamu Ijebode Expressway while robbing people on the highway. In a statement by the police public relations officer in the state, Abimbola Oyeyemi, the suspect met his Waterloo when the DPO Odogbolu Divisional Headquarters, SP Awoniyi Adekunle, and his men who were on a combined patrol received a distress call that armed robbers, numbering about 7, have blocked the highway around Southwestern University and were dispossessing people of their belongings. Oyemi said upon the distress call, the DPO and his team moved to the scene, and the armed robbers engaged them in gun battle, which lasted for about 45 minutes. He added that one of the robbers was arrested with severe bullet wounds and gave up the ghost later on the way to the hospital, while others escaped with various degrees of gunshot injuries. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, Edward Ajogun, who commended the quick response of his men, has directed that the entire area be properly combed with a view to apprehending the escaped members of the gang. The CP further appealed to members of the public, especially hospitals, to alert the police anyone with gunshot injury is seen in their area. And on sports update, let's join our sport desk for more in the world of sports.
Nigeria's table tennis team to the Tokyo Olympic Games has reassured Nigerians of a reputable performance at the sport fiesta, adding that their opponents are familiar foes.
I've been working so hard for this. I don't know what is going to happen, but I believe something good is going to come.
I will be a very good ambassador to my country, my clubs, my family.
In football, former champions Cote d'Ivoire beat Ghana 2-0 Saturday afternoon to finish third in the second African Mini Football Nations Cup 2021 in Ilaji, Ibadan. Cote d'Ivoire's stand-in captain scored a brace in the second half of the keenly contested encounter to ensure the Ivorians avoided a second consecutive loss to the Ghanaians, who had earlier beaten them 3-1 in the group stage.
This is very good for the team because this competition is very hard.
Still on football, the 2021 Eco Football Under-15 Championship kicks off Saturday at the Agege Stadium. The best 8 teams across the various districts in Lagos State are competing in the 3-day developmental football tournament. The competition, which is organized by the Lagos State Football Association in partnership with the football coaches of African nations, also provides seminars to educate the football coaches on modern trends in the game.
We're trying to get coaches who would understand the rudiments of coaching football, especially from a youth level, and then also get ambassadors. The boys are going to be well nurtured, well trained, and they're going to be get ready. That's why they are the future stars.
In volleyball, as the Nigerian Volleyball Premier League holding at the Indoor Sports Hall of the University of Ilorin winds down on Saturday, Kano Pillars are topping the league table with 21 points after 8 matches of the first phase of the Nigerian Volleyball Premier League. Nigeria Customs Service currently occupies the second position with 18 points in the male event. The women table indicates that Civil Defense is currently number 1 with 15 points, while Nigeria Customs Service is second, also with 15 points, but with 13 sets difference. With sports update, Olumide Guntola, NTA News.
And on that note, we wrap up 12 news. Thank you for watching. I'm Idara Sit. Bye for now.